Coach Kevin here with Forge Legend with another message for you guys. You see these docks behind me. These docks behind me are for some pretty small boats that come from the other side of this river. In fact, back in the day, there used to be people at night that would ferry slaves, escaped slaves, across this river. They'd go through a tunnel right inside of this levee up into a house. They'd hide in the basement until making the next journey along their way inside of the Underground Railroad. This really did happen. Now here's the crazy thing, right? Anybody could start that journey, but what really mattered is finishing. What really mattered is finishing. We know who Harriet Tubman is because she finished hundreds of times. She had a very high price put on her head for the time, right? Like the equivalent of 7 figures of a price put on her head at the time, because she finished the job. She took escaped slaves and got them all the way to safety. This would not be the same woman. We would not look up to her the same way if she started to free a whole bunch of slaves, but it didn't work out. Hey, I started freeing like 6,000 slaves. All of them were caught and beaten to death, but I started. I mean, that's something, right? No, she finished it. She was a finisher. Starting doesn't mean much without finishing. If you look at these docks, if the boat starts from the other side, nobody cares about the journey. Nobody cares how easy it was. Nobody cares how hard it was. What they care about is that you got the boat to the dock, that we made the connection that allowed the next connection, and that actually freed a human being in the case of Harriet Tubman. In the case of the projects in your life, probably it's not a life or death thing, but the deal is starting doesn't mean anything without finishing. Now, that doesn't mean you should finish everything you start, but let's be very clear. If you're going to start something, count the cost to finish it all the way through. You want to forge legend in your life, you're going to have to finish things, not just start them. Starting is exciting, starting is fun. When we're down and things get hard, it's easy to start something new, but no one remembers you for the things you start. They remember you for the things you finish. So if you're going to forge legend inside of your life, you're going to have to do the hard work worth doing to finish.